How was this month, Estela? I'm hoping for good news. To be honest, I'd like to hear from you before I ask you like this. Well, I don't care either way at this point as long as you give me good news. Good morning, Phoebe. What are you talking about? What do you mean by good news? Stop fooling me around. I was asking if you're pregnant or not. As I told you before, I understand that you're looking forward to it, but me and Jared will decide on the matter together. So for now, could you please watch over us? That's why I'm watching over you like this. I'm not your enemy. What's wrong with me watching over you every month and waiting for you to give me the good news? Because I want to know as soon as possible. It's my first grandchild. I'm going to be a grandmother, remember? Of course, I can't wait to hear that you're pregnant. I understand your feelings, but we have our own ideas and our own pace, and I don't want you to put pressure on me and Jared. I'm not trying to be mean, Estela. I'm just looking forward to it. I'd prefer a boy if possible, but I'm okay with a girl at first. They said that it's better to have a girl first. Anyway, I'll babysit your child, so don't worry about that. Phoebe, I think you're expecting that too soon. We won't know the sex until I get pregnant. Besides, whether or not we'll have 2 kids, we haven't decided about that yet. You're still 25. You can easily have 2 kids, can't you? Do it while you're still young. With Jared's salary, you should have no financial problems. So what are you waiting for? You have nothing to worry about. It's going to be the first child for both of us. That's why I want to talk it over with my husband and make a careful decision. You're a bit too optimistic, aren't you? You've been married for a year now, so I think it's time to get pregnant with your first child. Excuse me for cutting this conversation, but I need to go out right now, so let me stop here for now. Oh, I see. I still have a lot more to say to you. Anyway, let's have a proper discussion later then. With Jared's participation, of course. We'll have a long talk then, and you won't be able to escape. Oh my! What are you going to do with such passivity? Now that you're married, you have to be more proactive. You were trying to surprise me, weren't you? If so, it was a big success. But if you're pregnant, you better tell me. What? No, I don't have any good news for you yet. Oh my God! Our neighbor, Miss Adams, saw you go into the obstetrics and gynecology clinic. Don't hide it. Tell me, you're pregnant, aren't you? Well, obstetrics and gynecology is a place for non-pregnant women as well. I hate to say it, but that's a misunderstanding. I don't want you to make assumptions based on eyewitness information alone. What? Then what is it? I'm sorry. I'll switch with Jared. Estela, I'm not finished talking with you. Say it from your mouth. Mother, it's me, Jared. Estela and I were just having an important conversation. Don't worry, she's sitting next to me. But since you're being so forceful, it seemed better if I spoke first, so we switched. Oh no, something serious? I'm getting nervous here. Actually, we're in the middle of fertility treatment. Oh, really? I didn't know that. So that means Estela is infertile. Oh my God, that's terrible. Why did you marry such a person, Jared? What should we do then? Oh, now I finally understood the situation. That's why Estela only responded negatively whenever I mentioned about pregnancy. Surely it's not a good conversation topic for her. Enough is enough. This is such a waste of time. I don't want to wait any longer. Why don't you two just get a divorce? Don't be hasty. We're still in the middle of a conversation.
Estella isn't the one who's infertile. Me too. Did I make myself clear to you, Mother? Let me say it once again. I'm also infertile.
What? You too? No way! I'm supposed to have given birth to a perfect son.
Me and Estella wanted to know before we got married, so we both got tested just to be sure. And the results showed that we both had a little bit of a problem. Well, we were told that fertility treatments would help, so we're working on it.
I didn't know anything about that. Since when? When will you two get better?
I don't want you to worry. If I told you, you'd be all over me, wouldn't you, Mom? I decided to give it a go for 2 years, and if I don't see any results, I'll let you know. But Estella was asking me for advice on various things. She confided in me that she was having a hard time emotionally because you kept asking her about the pregnancy. I realized that not talking to you as early as possible was counterproductive. I was going to go over there tomorrow after work and explain everything to you, but as you can see, you're putting pressure on my wife again, so...
It's hard to believe that you're infertile too.
It's true. I'm getting proper treatment now. I just want you to shut up for a while and let us go at our own pace. Will you watch over us?
The longer I watch over you, the older Estella will get. I still think it would be faster to get a divorce.
What? Why?
It's a matter of probability. It can't be helped that you're infertile. You'd better remarry a woman who isn't infertile then. Even if you're going to continue fertility treatment, I think it would be better to get married to a fertile woman. I think the chance of that woman to get pregnant will be much better than Estella. Leave it to me. I can introduce you to a young girl. I just need to have that girl take a fertility test first.
Mom.
Jared, you should do that. Don't let your feelings take over your rational mind. You need to think about the future.
Are you serious? Do you even know what you're saying?
Of course I do. I'm serious. My grandchildren is the top priority. I want to hold my grandchild in my arms as soon as possible. Do you understand me?
I understand.
Well, that's good. That's my son. You're so smart. Then, I'll proceed with the blind date right away. You go ahead with the divorce with Estella as soon as possible.
Divorce is out of the question. My wife is not a child-producing machine. I'm not leaving my wife for a woman I don't even know just for your sake. That's impossible.
What's wrong with you, Jared? You shouldn't speak like that to your mother.
Are you really my mom who gave birth to me?
Jared, what's the matter?
Don't you ever think about how you would feel if someone said the same thing to you?
Huh? But I wasn't infertile.
That's not what I'm saying. The feeling of wanting to conceive a child of someone you love, you understand that, don't you? Estella wants to, but she can't yet. That's enough. I'm not going home anymore.
What? Jared?
When we have a baby, I'll never let you see him or her in person.
Why are you so angry? You don't have to go that far.
I'm blocking you and Estella's doing the same thing, so there's no point in contacting us.
Hey, Jared, wait! When my husband reported this incident to his father, he was very angry and scolded Phoebe for her lack of delicacy. A month later, my husband's request for a transfer was approved and we decided to move. In addition, the good news continued, and thanks to the fertility treatment, I got pregnant. After spending 10 months and 10 days without incident, I gave birth to a healthy baby boy. However, I did not tell my mother-in-law about this. Perhaps she may have heard about it through rumors. Apparently, she has a knot in her head that she thinks that as long as she has a grandson, she can go back to her former relationship. My father-in-law kindly suggested to keep it as a secret because it seems that my mother-in-law doesn't understand that she is the main cause of the problem. My father-in-law sometimes sneaks out to the baby, though it is an hour-and-a-half drive from his house. It will be a little while before my mother-in-law will be able to hold her grandchild in her arms. Kelly, where are you? Are you playing on the computer in your room again? You must be in a good mood, playing all day long. You're a housewife. Don't skip house chores. Your dear husband is working hard outside. Oh, Lavender, I'm not playing games. I'm not at home today. What? Don't tell me you used the spare key to get in again. It's terrible to enter an unattended house without permission. Eddie should have taken that key away from you. How did you get in? It's easy. I just made another key. When did you do that? Even so, I don't think you're allowed to do that. That's not a big problem. It doesn't matter. What on earth are you doing out on a weekday afternoon? You're hiding something, aren't you? You're not having an affair, are you? There's nothing but suspicion. Of course I'm not having an affair. Looks like you've been watching too much drama, Lavender. I'm sorry, but I can't keep texting you. I'm standing on the side of the road and I have an urgent matter to do. Can we talk later? Huh? Even though I still have some more things to tell you? How rude! I really need to go. I'm sorry, but it's about time. I don't have much time. Oh, please don't go into my workroom without permission. I don't want anyone touching anything there. It's locked, but just in case, you could pry it open. Wait, Kelly! I still need to talk to you. Excuse me, Lavender. I'll see you later. Kelly, are you there? I have an important thing to tell you. Good evening, Lavender. What is it this time? You're so impatient, aren't you? I'll get straight to the point. From today on, you're going to live with me. No excuses. You have no choice. What? Why so sudden? You can't just decide something like that on your own. You can't hide it from me. I know. You've been told at the hospital that you're dying, haven't you? I heard about that. What? Me? Dying? Where did you get that from? I heard you have 3 months to live. Poor unfortunate girl. You know your own life expectancy and yet you got married to my son? It's totally a scam. It's against the common sense. You should have told us before getting married to my son. Looks like my son got married to a woman with a time bomb. Where in the world did you hear about that? You can't fool me. You were at the hospital yesterday. Oh, yes. I just went to visit a friend in the hospital. You're lying. Do you have any friends? You are such an outrageous wife. I'd really like my son to divorce you right now, but it wouldn't be right for the world to see me kicking out my son's wife who's been told that she's dying. But you know, even if you just let me deal with you every day like this, your crime of deceiving and marrying Eddie isn't right. I'll let you atone for your sins. Isn't that a good idea? For the remaining time of your 3 months to live, you must devote yourself to me. I'll have you move in with me starting today. This is no time for leisurely recuperation. I'm not going to put you in the hospital. Well, since you said that so suddenly, it's hard to give you an immediate answer. You must decide right away. Your time is short. Eddie, are you still at work? Do you have a minute? I'm in a bit of trouble.
Hey, what's up?
I don't understand how it happened, but your mother has been saying some strange things to me.
What? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this. Are you okay?
Don't be surprised of what I'm gonna tell you now, okay? She told me that I have only 3 months to live. And in order to devote the 3 months I have left, she's asked me to move in with her and take care of her starting today.
Huh? I don't think this is something funny. What do you mean by moving in with my mother and taking care of her? Kelly, you just had your health check last month and was told that you are super healthy. I don't think a person as healthy as you has only 3 months to live.
It's just like that. Funny, isn't it? Becoming some sort of slave for your mother for 3 months? It doesn't make any sense at all.
Oh, could it be that thing?
Yes, I was thinking about the same thing. Maybe that's it. Maybe she came into our house without my permission again and was listening to that while I was in my workroom.
I see. Trespassing again. And now she's being paranoid. Oh, gosh.
So, what should we do? Do we have to execute that plan?
I think it's the right time to execute that plan since we're well prepared. Well then, looks like the mission has started.
Roger, see you later then. Kelly, you're always late for everything, aren't you? I haven't received your reply. How long are you going to make me wait? Sorry to have kept you waiting, Lavender. I got a call from someone I know. Hang up the phone right now. Such a phone call. I don't have the whole day for you. So, what's your reply? Okay, I won't be hospitalized. Good. You're being awfully nice. I'll have you work for me every day. You don't have time to get sick. I'll take care of it, but I'll need some time to move in. What? For what? Hurry up! I need to prepare a change of clothes and other personal items. Are you asking me to move in with just the clothes I'm wearing on right now? Your neighbors spread a bad rumor about you if you live with your daughter-in-law who wears the same clothes every day and don't change, right? That's indeed a problem. I have to be considered as a nice person by my neighbors. I know, right? So please give me 3 days. I'll do my best to get ready. I won't embarrass you, Lavender. Also, you have some allergies, right? I'm sure that the house will be covered in dust during this period. You will definitely have a hard time with sneezing and runny nose if I don't clean the house. I definitely don't think it would be a good idea for you to come quickly. I don't have a choice. I don't like dust. So I'll wait until you're ready. Well, 3 days will do. No more than that. Kelly, today's the 3rd day. I'm sure you're ready to go. You should be the one who need to let me know about this before I send you this message. It's already evening, so get your ass over here. Stalling for time won't help. I've left a lot of chores for you to do. If you don't come soon, you'll just get busier. There's a lot of trash all over the house. I'm leaving it all out so that you can have a rewarding time cleaning them. I need you to clean the bathroom, and I need you to wipe the windows and then clean the front door. Cleaning front door and the bathroom are the basic chores. And for starters, I need you to make dinner for tonight. I'm starving, so please make it really quick. Before that, I need you to wash the dishes for the next 3 days, so you'll have less time than you think. Oh, and you'll need to buy some groceries too. I want you to make me a steak dinner tonight with the finest beef to celebrate the start of our new life together. Of course, you will pay for all of it. You only have 3 months to live anyway, so what's the point of leaving money behind? Spend all your money on me before you go to heaven. Hello, Lavender. Sorry for the delay in getting back to you. Me and Eddie have arrived at a new place around mid-afternoon. Gosh, what a busy day. What? You're already here? How come I don't see you guys? We're in the middle of unpacking, but we're doing our best. I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to catch up on cleaning up. I'm working on my computer right now. By the way, we're planning to have Chinese food delivered for dinner tonight. Huh? What are you talking about? I haven't received any of your belongings, and you yourself aren't here yet. Where are you now? Have you gone crazy from the shock of being told that you only have a few months to live? Are you being delusional? Are you okay, Kelly? Kelly! Yes, Lavender, what's wrong? I'm busy, you see. I told you, didn't I? Where are you? I'll have you explain it to me properly. I thought you were just being paranoid and you didn't want to live with me, so I came to pick you up. There's no one in the house. The family next door told me that you moved out this morning. I told you, didn't I? I'm not being paranoid. My brain is still working well. Anyway, me and Eddie finished the move by mid-afternoon. What are you talking about? You think you can just run away like that after what you did? You agreed to move in with me. You said you would live with me, not to be hospitalized. I listened carefully to what you've told me. You know that. Are you being paranoid, Lavender? I told you that I won't be hospitalized, but I don't remember agreeing to live together with you. I never agreed to move in with you. In the first place, I wasn't told by the doctor that I was dying. I'm in perfect health. Huh? No way! That can't be true. I heard that with my own ears. It's useless for you to hide the fact about that. Lavender, you came to my house without permission again and listened to me from the front door of my workroom. That's when you heard someone talking about me having just 3 months to live, right? I can't think of anything else. That's right. You can't get away with it because I heard it correctly. I definitely heard him say that you only have 3 months to live. It sounded like you were talking by using online meeting apps or something. That must have been the doctor or nurse talking to you. Lavender, that's a scenario. You misunderstood because you eavesdropped halfway through the conversation. Huh? Scenario? What do you mean? It involves work, so I can't go into the details even for your sake. You know that Eddie is a scenario writer, right? And that he rents an apartment for work? Yes, of course. Eddie works hard every day, unlike you. He's sensitive, you know. He says it's hard for him to concentrate when he works from home. He's been working that way since he was single and when he was still living at the family home. Yes, and that hasn't changed even now that he's married and living with me. In contrast, I use the other room as my workroom. I don't know how much you understand that. You came without an appointment to interrupt my work, either on purpose or by accident, aiming for the time when I'm alone during the day. Huh? Does that matter still bother you? You're living like a parasite and just pretending to be a housewife. I don't think that you're working. It seems like you don't know anything. It's true, isn't it? You're just staying in your room playing video games or something anyway, aren't you? If you've seen your son, who went on to become a scenario writer from home, you know that you can make enough money from home, don't you? When it comes to my case, who is his wife, you instantly don't understand the matter. Is that intentional? Don't you realize that what you are saying is full of contradictions? What? That's rude. Who do you think you are that you're allowed to talk like that to me? I don't think I can get you to listen to me, so Eddie said that he would explain to you. You guys can talk to each other now. Wait! Kelly!
Hi, Mom. I'll take over from here, so listen carefully.
Eddie, explain to me in detail so I can understand. What on earth is going on? Kelly, who was supposed to have only 3 months to live, is actually in good health. Well, she certainly looks healthy, doesn't she? But I definitely heard the voice saying about her life expectancy from her room, and it sounded so serious.
Kelly told me earlier that you were eavesdropping. That was the scenario I wrote.
Huh?
I wrote the scenario about a woman who only has 3 months to live. It was well written, right? After that, the voice actors record the voice over based on the scenario, and then the video editing process begins. Kelly is the one doing that work. It's quite a tough job, you know.
Well,
I don't know if it's difficult for you to understand, but there's a job called video editing, and that's Kelly's job. Maybe you were eavesdropping on the exquisite part where she was watching the video to make sure that everything is in good order. You mistakenly thought it was Kelly who was told about her life expectancy. If you had checked on the spot, this wouldn't have happened.
What did you say?
That's why, Mom. We're going to cut ties with you to protect our lives.
Cut ties with me? Why are you suddenly talking like that? I haven't done anything wrong, have I?
It's not so sudden for me. You know why I didn't work in my room at home when I was single?
You said it was because you couldn't concentrate at home since you're sensitive, right?
I was being nice not to tell you, but the truth is that I couldn't concentrate because you would get in my way.
What? Me? No way, that's...
Mom, no matter how much I say I'm working, you kept coming to my room and talk to me. When I'm writing a scenario, any noise interferes with my work. I can't tell you how many times I've lost my concentration because of you, Mom. If I lose my concentration every single time, I get extra tired and I can't write anything good. It interferes with my work. So I solved the problem by renting an apartment for work and commuting there. I got used to this style, so even after I got married, I selfishly asked Kelly to let me go to the apartment and do my writing as usual. Now you are interrupting Kelly while she's working at home. Do you know how stressful that is?
Well, I thought she was just a housewife.
I explained about Kelly's job to you before we got married, right? I don't think you understood me well enough.
I just thought she quit when you two got married because that's what people usually do, right? I have to ask her to prioritize the house chores.
I told you she'll continue working even after marriage, and she doesn't need to prioritize the house chores. And you're clearly bullying my wife. Even if you misunderstood that she only had a few months to live, you're giving her a hard time.
Well, that's not true. It's a misunderstanding. I mean, a mistake.
Anyway, I'm disappointed at you for hurting someone I care about. Besides, you're messing up our lives and our business. So please stay out of our lives. I don't want you messing up our lives anymore.
No! Wait! Listen to me, Eddie. Then what am I supposed to do now? I'm already divorced from your father. Are you going to abandon your mother, who has to live alone at home?
You don't have to live alone. If you're lonely in the future, I can help you to enter a nursery home, or at least help you with the paperwork.
Are you kidding me?
If you don't want to live with strangers, you could always go back to the countryside where your uncle or aunt lives. You're still young enough to work, and if you don't like my suggestion, you can handle everything by yourself. I can't take care of you anymore.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to do either of those things.
And don't call me pretending that it's urgent, okay? If you have to, go through your aunt or uncle. Well, I'm going to cut ties with you, so I'll never see you again. You have to be strong on your own.
No! Please don't do that to me! I don't want that! Eddie, don't leave me alone!
Farewell, Mom.
At first, we were just going to move into a slightly larger apartment that we liked. But after Eddie found out that his mother started to bully me after she misunderstood that I was dying, his anger finally exploded. He decided that we should move to a new house that he had rented in advance, and then he declared about cutting ties with his mother. With a deep sigh of relief, he muttered that it was the right decision to move to a distant place. My mother-in-law, who was left behind, spent some time trying to get in touch with Eddie and crying for help to all her relatives.